Hello. So it'll just be some example solves. All right. So the scrambles will be in the description most likely. Okay. Okay. I guess this is like I'm not sure how realistic this is, but I would probably do this in a solve. So I'm just gonna do green cross. So put this one in, and then put this one down, and I'm looking at this pair. So when I solve this edge, I'm gonna try to preserve this pair. So instead of doing an R prime, I would do U so that the pair is preserved, and then solve this pair. Um, so yeah, the first one I noticed after that was this. It feels a little bit weird to be doing it through a viewfinder. I should probably just keep looking over the phone instead of looking through it. But realistically, in a solve, since this is the first one I saw, I would do that next. Um, but possibly it would be better to do this because then you're solving two pairs in the back, and then all you have left is the two in the front. So I'll just do this one. And then this one, and then this one. All right. So yeah, if I see that there's two pieces that are already solved, I'm basically just gonna look at that, or at least I'm gonna look at that one first. And it's a 3-move cross, so that's pretty easy. So in that case, if you get a 3-move cross, you should always try to look for your first pair. And I see that when the cross is done, these two will be in the top, so that's probably the first pair I'll do. So what I would do is solve the cross, and then now technically what you could do is U2. Maybe that is the most efficient way to solve this pair at the same time as solving the cross. You could do U2 R prime, and then you have a 3-move pair, and then fat U. Oh, sorry, there was a train, and then I got distracted with other stuff. But anyways, let's get back to this. Um, okay, well, looking at it right now, I see there's two 3-move inserts, but I only have the option to do one of them. So what I'll do is the one that doesn't require a rotation, which is this one. Okay, and then I can see that if I rotate to here, I can do every single pair without rotating because all the edges are oriented. So um, let's see. So I'll do this one. Oh, wait, no, this one, sorry. And then this is a really bad pair, so I may as well do this first. And then finally this one. Also, sorry if I was kind of breathing really heavily during that last one. I just ran up a flight of stairs, and apparently that makes me breathe heavily for some reason. Okay. Hopefully I didn't misscramble that. Okay. I see that the only cross that has an edge connected is this. So now, according to Jane McNeil, apparently also you should look at the blue cross. But I don't know why. I just haven't found that to be that good of a strategy. I don't know if I'm just not using it effectively. But anyways, actually, white cross looks pretty easy. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just can't really find a pair to track, so I'm just gonna do the cross. Okay. Guess we'll do that one. And in a solve, I would see this is as my next pair. And I don't see anything really better than that. I guess there is this pair as well. In fact, this would be a good solution. So if you did this pair, you could kind of cancel into doing this pair. So and then this is a terrible case because you basically don't have edges. Your edges are all unoriented. Okay. I have no idea what I would do if this was a real solve. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we'll do yellow. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the first pair. I don't know why. It just feels much more awkward to do solves like this than if I was just doing normal solves. But anyways, I'm gonna do insert this edge and then insert the last two edges like this. All right. Well, I saw this first, so I may as well do it. I would okay, yeah, probably this pair right here. Okay, this case looks really bad. It seems like there's no way to get this to be a better case, so we'll just have to deal with it. By the way, I was doing this at first and then this one. But yeah, now there is a way to do this. I kind of in my muscle memory, what I would do is this. But I think now, even though that's like what I would do in my muscle memory, I think it's still better just to do the 2-gen solution. All right. Why did I set the cube down? Sorry if I'm not really explaining anything. Sometimes it looks really, it's pretty obvious what I'm doing. You just have to follow along. But I'll explain anything that's like seems weird. Okay, the only cross I see is white, and it's kind of bad, but that's. I mean, I could look for a better cross, but that's not what I'd realistically do. I'd realistically just do this cross. So I would just do that, and whoop, there we go. And yet again, I see this is a pair, so I would just do it. And then I see this corner, and in a real solve, I would probably do this pair next because I saw it first. And now that I look at it further, it seems that's the best option, I guess. You could rotate to do this pair, or you could do this pair rotationless. But either one, I don't know. I think this still seems better to do first. And then yet again, you could do this rotationless. But I feel like it would be a little bit too awkward of a solution to do. Like, you could technically do this rotationless and then do this rotationless. But I think in terms of the flow of a solve, I think it would still be better just to do a rotation and then do both of the pairs like this. Right? Blue cross looks pretty good. Is there a way to do an X cross here for red? Not really. I mean, probably there is, but I'm not smart enough to see what it is. All right, so I guess I'll just do blue. So and then this pair first because it's in the back and rotationless and no AUF either, so that's really nice. And also I just saw this 3-move insert, and also you could solve this and this at the same time. And then I noticed that when I do a sledgehammer, all the edges are going to be oriented, and I get a winner variation. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do a bunch of solves. I don't even know how many, but just so I can cover a lot of different situations. And also, I just see that red is like the easiest cross on Earth. Um, so in that case, obviously, I would play in my first pair, and I see this pair will be. I can already see what this pair is going to be, and it's going to be very easy. So I may as well do that. So, and then that's exactly what I thought. And it just so happened to solve this pair at the same time. So normally in a solve, what I'd probably do is do that and solve it. But maybe it's better to avoid a rotation, maybe. Um, just for experimentals, just as an experiment, let's see what happens if you do it rotationless. Because maybe it'll set up this pair to be better. I'm not sure though. And of course, it didn't. It set it up to be a really bad pair. Um, Now, what I could do is this pair, but then this pair will remain exactly the same. But then again, doing this pair first isn't really any better, so we may as well just do it like this. Okay, so I was about to do a solution for this that would make all of these edges stay unoriented. But now that I think about it, I should probably do a solution that orients a couple of edges. So doing something like this. All right. Okay, this is the sorry. This is the type of cross that seems slightly amateurish. I don't know, but I feel like it is kind of finger tricky if you do it like this. So white cross. Now, I would probably in a solve do this pair because I see it. But now that I look at this, this is something you should be planning in inspection, not doing on the fly. But I noticed that if I just insert this corner, this edge is solved, so it will solve the X cross. And then I would go right into doing this pair by doing this. And then probably in a solve, I would do this pair, which seems like now looking at it, it seems like it's the best solution because it'll just set up this to be a really easy pair. I don't know if there's a way to maybe preserve the edges, but I wouldn't know what it is. So. All right. The only cross I see is red that has one connected. So what I'd probably do is just okay. Yet another situation where you have an edge solved, but unfortunately the corner is all the way back here, so you can't. I mean, you can, but it wouldn't be worth it. And basically every other pair sucks. So, what I'd probably do in a solve is do this solution right here, and then this pair, and then I kind of saw this and this, but this is rotationless, so do that first. And that just so happens to set up this pair. Now in a solve, normally I would probably go like this to solve it, but maybe it would be better to avoid a rotation by going like this. Oh, voice crack. Also, it sets up that 6 move last layer. Nice. All right, well, this is maybe a little bit of an inefficient X cross, but we'll see. Well, you'll. I would probably do this and solve. It's a little inefficient, but at least you're solving your first pair. So, I see this is connected, so I can just. The reason why it's a little inefficient is because this is here instead of being the U layer, but I think it's still a pretty good solution. So, and also I just noticed that this edge and this edge are solved. So what you could do is solve this corner here, but you should plan this in inspection. Don't do this on the fly. But maybe if you were good at planning and inspection, you could see you could just insert this corner and get a double X cross. And so then do this pair because it doesn't require a rotation, and then finally this pair. If only there was a finger tricky way to do this. Oh well. Maybe I don't know the best finger trick for this, but maybe there is a better way to do it, but that's pretty awkward, but you can do it X cross by inserting this. And then I would probably see this pair first. And then do this because this requires a rotation or an awkward solution. So do this first. Now to take advantage of rotations, you could actually, instead of just inserting it without a rotation, you should probably rotate because this requires a rotation anyways. And I just got an OLL skip. Okay. Orange cross is extremely easy. I would probably in a solve in this situation, I would have run out of my inspection, and I see on yellow cross that I can kind of see that this pair will be oriented for me. It will be rotationless, so I would just go with this cross and solve. And of course, I was incorrect. But I thought this corner would actually be it right here, so I was incorrect. So that was an epic fail. But anyways, we'll do this pair. Can kind of use keyhole for this one. Yeah, this is kind of a meh solution here. Let's see. Yeah, I would probably in a solve I would just see this pair and do this, and then you would get this case. Kind of a not a very good case either way, because if it either requires you to rotate and get a dot case or not do a rotation, but it's kind of an awkward solution. This would be the best at least because it forces edges. If you couldn't see what I did there, just slow down the video. It's not that hard to do. You can use the settings on YouTube to slow down the video and see what the solution is. Or maybe I should just go slower because that's what a good person... that would make for a better video, but it's too late to do that. Okay. Man, this is not good. I would just do blue. And to insert this last piece, you could do U prime B2, But since I saw this as my first pair, I would just rotate because then I would be oriented to solve that pair. Okay. Oh, I just saw something fun. So if I solve this pair first, I'll notice it will set up this pair to be solved. So that's pretty cool. It's a 3-move insert. Right. I don't know how many solves I should do for this. I feel like the more solves I do, the more situations I can show. But the longer the video is, I don't know. I see red cross, and in a normal solve, I would probably just do it because it took me like 2 seconds to figure out the solution. But it's probably better to just keep looking for something better. And blue cross looks really bad, so never mind. And it's also better to look for your first pair as well. But I'm not seeing anything, so I'll just do it. And I see this, so in a solve, I would do this first. But this is better to do because you don't have to rotate. And then you get a 3-move insert. And then you can cancel into this pair. And then you can do this without rotating. So that was a better solution that I would not have done in a real solve. Okay. You know what? I already scrambled it. All right, I'll do 15 solves. I'll do 15 solves. And then if anyone asks for another one, I'll do another one. But anyways, white cross is easy. Oh, and it's an easy X cross. So this edge is going to be solved, and then you can just solve this corner by doing that. And I see these two pairs require rotation, so it's probably better to rotate. And this is kind of bad actually, but I would do this, and then I saw this, but since it's a really bad case, it would be better to do this one first. And to force this to be a better case, you could do this. Again, stuff I would not see in solves, but it's example solves. Sometimes you should just show the better solution. Well, since I did 15, I'll end the video. I don't want it to be too long, but if you enjoyed that and maybe would like more example solves, then just let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.